Welcome back to In the Thick of It, Real Estate in Real Life, episode number 2. I am Ashley, a Tampa Bay realtor, a mom, a business owner, and someone who has sat at a lot of kitchen tables where the conversation just isn't about selling a house, it's about letting go of a chapter. Today we're going to talk about something that so many of us are quietly navigating. How to talk to your parents about downsizing. It's not just really about the house, is it? Let's just say it. The conversation is emotional. For parents, that house represents stability. It's where the holidays happened. It's where you grew up. It's where milestones happened, where memories were made. And for adult kids on the other side, it's not just logistics, it's safety, it's worrying. It's noticing things like the stairs feel harder to go up and down. The yard isn't maintained like it used to be. The house feels too big. Or maybe financially, it just really doesn't make sense anymore to keep it up. But if you lead with, you need to move, it almost always triggers defensiveness because what they're hearing is, you can't manage it anymore. And that is tough. Let's normalize this. Do not start with market stats. Do not start with, this house feels too much for you. Don't surprise them with listings. This is not a transaction conversation. It's about a future planning conversation. And the tone matters way more than the timing. Here's what works better. Start with curiosity. Instead of, have you thought about selling? Try, how are you feeling about keeping up with the house lately? Or, if you could design your next chapter, Mom, what would that look like for you? Notice the shift? You're not pushing, you're inviting them to reflect, and sometimes they've already been thinking about it, but they didn't want to bring it up. Here in Tampa Bay, I'm seeing a few common patterns. Parents want to move closer to their grandkids. They want a single-story living. They want less maintenance. Insurance and property taxes are rising. They want to unlock equity to support retirement, and sometimes it's just peace of mind. Downsizing isn't about giving something up. It's choosing simplicity. One thing I always tell families is you don't have to decide everything at once. You can start decluttering slowly. Meet with a realtor just for information. Explore the 55 and up communities. Talk with a financial advisor. Have multiple conversations over time. The first step isn't just about listing the house. The first step for you is going to be alignment. Here's the part that some people don't talk about. Sometimes parents aren't resisting the move. They're just grieving what it represents. A season of their life is ending. Independence is shifting. Time moving forward. And if you acknowledge this instead of fighting it, the conversation softens. Try this whenever you're talking with them. I know this house means a lot. I just want to make sure that you feel supported in whatever comes next. This will really change everything. And if you're listening and thinking, this is exactly where we are, you are not alone. This is one of the biggest real estate trends happening right now. Adult children helping aging parents making thoughtful transitions. And it does not have to be rushed. It does not have to be dramatic. It can be intentional. Let me give you an example. And I'm going to keep the details general for privacy, but this is something that I see often. A family living here in Carrollwood reached out because their mom had been in her home for 30 years. 2-story house, big yard, lots of memories. She was managing, but barely. The stairs were getting harder, the yard work was exhausting, and her daughter was quietly worried about every time it stormed. But every time downsizing came up, Mom would say, I'm fine, I'm not ready. So instead of pushing the move, the daughter shifted to the conversation. She said, okay, we don't have to decide anything, but what would ready look like for you? And that changed everything. Over the next 6 months, they slowly decluttered one room at a time. They casually toured a few single-story villas just to see what was out there. They met with me to understand the numbers. No commitment, just information. And something interesting happened. Mom started to see that downsizing didn't mean losing her independence. It actually meant for her no more stairs, no more yard maintenance, friends of similar age and similar lifestyles, a closer drive to the grandkids, more things for times that she enjoyed, more time for things that she enjoyed. When she decided to sell, it wasn't because she was forced to, it was because she felt empowered and ready. And that, my friend, is the difference. Real estate is rarely about square footage, it's about life stages, it's about safety, freedom, family proximity, financial security, energy levels. If this episode resonated with you, share it with your sibling. Start the conversation together instead of separately. And if you're in Tampa Bay and just need clarity, not pressure, I am always here as a resource. Next week, we're going to be talking about the financial side of downsizing and what people don't factor in before they sell. Until then, keep navigating it because we are right here in the thick of it. Have a wonderful week and see you next Thursday.